Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this might actually be 3 days in a row that I made a video. That's actually sick. I haven't done that in quite a while. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say I'm going for daily videos now, but who knows what might happen. Anyway, that's not what this video is about though. This video is all about the Forgotten series. The support on the Forgotten video, or the Forgotten Weapons video, was absolutely insane. I was completely blown away by the reception on that video, and I can't thank you guys enough. So to continue on from the weapons, I thought I'd mix the series up a little bit more and add paints into the mix. Now, don't worry, we will be coming back to revisit more weapons. You guys have suggested loads of really good suggestions, and I can't wait to put them all in the next video. But I don't want to exhaust all the Forgotten weapons before we explore other options in this series, so without further ado, let's get into the Forgotten paints. I'm not going to lie, I did have to go and find the wiki page for all of the paints because I just didn't know a load of the names or what colours a lot of them were, but I think we're good now. At number 5 on this list, ranked in no specific order, we have the peculiarly drab Tincture. I'm not going to lie, it's a fairly boring paint. It's decent if you wanted to have a colour on your cosmetics that didn't stick out like a sore thumb on the battlefield, but the game's TF2. Of course you want to stick out on the battlefield. That's like basically the point of the game, right? Next up we have Cream Spirit. Now this paint is one of those paints that change depending on what team you're on, and the most popular variant of this type of paint being Team Spirit. But Cream Spirit is a kind of orange and yellow variant of that paint, and it's weird. I barely see anybody use it, and I never see cosmetics painted in that colour in pub servers, and I've got to be honest, if I did, I probably wouldn't notice them because they look very similar to the orange and yellow paints already within the game. And the only reason I knew this paint existed before making this video was that I opened one of them in one of those paint canisters you could open and you got a couple of paints out of. Apparently at the time they were worth like a key, so that was pretty cool. I made my money back on it or whatever, but I also got lime and something else in that paint can thing. I don't even know what it is, but I know my main focus was the lime there because I was that scout main back then. But I have no idea if people even know this paint exists. At the number 3 spot on the list, we have the waterlogged lab coat colour. Just going to say this straight out, I've never seen this paint in a game before. In fact, I might have seen it once on some random medic loadout, but I just made that up. I've never seen it in game before. I knew it existed based on the fact that I used to do a lot of looking at this same wiki page I'm using now, trying to work out what my signature loadout colour would be for each class, and for some reason I cared about that back then. But I saw that name a lot while I was looking at it, and I thought, maybe I'd use that, but yeah, no, it's not great. But I honestly forgot this paint existed before I went back onto that page to write this script. One thing to note is that Cream Spirit and Waterlogged can only be purchased apparently, which probably explains their very limited numbers within the game, and why I probably haven't ever seen any actually in-game. Generally though, the colours of Waterlogged Lab Coat are actually okay, like, they're once again very bland and dull colours though, which is one of the drawbacks, and it's not a paint that would really be popular in a game like TF2, which is like, a lot of it is about the cosmetics and what you're wearing, even though it's meant to be a first-person shooter, but I don't know, hats are a big part of the game now. I say now, but they've been a big part of the game since they were added. Next up we have Droplet Olive. One thing I came to notice while making this video is that Valve seem to really like their greens. You've got your Indubitably Green, your Bitter Taste of Defeat and Lime, your Zavias, how do I say that word? Like the other green, and I guess you could argue Man's Mint potentially, maybe not, I don't know. Then in the corner away from all of those colours which are nice and bright and actually look good, you've got the colour of green that people don't tend to like, and there's always that shade that kind of reminds people of puke. And Droplet Olive is that colour for me. Droplet Olive is that puke green. I don't want to see my class's cosmetics look like they've been really specifically bathed all over. It's just not that appealing, which is probably why people completely overlook this paint, and why when you think of green paints in the game you think of Indubitably Green and you think lime and stuff like that, which is why the Droplet Olive colour has been forgotten. I mean, who knows, maybe there's one guy out there who likes this puke colour. I don't know, let me know if you use it. Okay, so picking out the last paint for this video was actually kind of hard. I didn't want to fill this video with all of the paints that change depending on what team you're on, since I'm not sure how many people actually look into those or even know they exist, which I guess is kind of the point of the video, but I didn't want to fill them all up with that, so I went for one of the normal paints, and that is the Ye Old Rustic colour. I do feel as though I'm picking on the more unpopular colours in the game, but that is one of the reasons I feel these paints are forgotten, since they aren't super bright and popular and make your class look really, really different when you're using it. People just tend to forget they exist, or they do know they exist, but they never really pay it much attention, and it's not like what they think of when they think of TF2 paint. So for this slot, it's kind of just like I've picked a color that not really many people use. It might not be forgotten at all, but with paints, it's kind of difficult because there's not too many to pick from. And I don't think there's potential to make a part 2 for this one, unless I went through all of the other stuff that people just don't use. To be honest, I didn't actually hate most of the colors in this video. Some of them were actually quite decent, but once again, like, I preferred all of the brighter colors, like the Team Spirit, the actual Australian Gold, the Mango Orange, the Bitter Lime and Green thing. I don't know, I just prefer the light colors. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you'd enjoy it. If you did enjoy the Forgotten Paints video, make sure you leave a like on it. I will definitely try and do another one if you guys actually want to see another Forgotten Paints video. Kind of run out of paints already, which is kind of a problem, but in fact, actually, in the comments below right now, comment what you think the next Forgotten video should be. Should it be weapons again? Should it be hats again? Should it be miscs? Should it be anything? Like, let me know what you think it should be, and I'll make that video for like another week or 2 away. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.